Kristaps Porzingis, Jayson Tatum, and the Boston Celtics tonight just barely squeaked by the Miami Heat in Game 4 of this first round of the playoffs. And again, this should have been a big-time win, but we could not hit his shot to save our lives. And if it wasn't for the defense, we probably would have lost this game, and it would have been 2-2 going back to Boston. Now, what I wanted to do, though, was break down exactly how they won, and a couple of plays they ran were very interesting, very intriguing, including this one right here. It looks like we're setting up this, down screen here for Porzingis to get into the lane, but all we're going to do is actually come up, set another screen, have Payton Pritchard come over. He's going to set a screen, and we're going to roll Derek White off this thing. So it looks like a bunch of different actions, but it's all just for Derek White. Boom. Now we get in front of the, Gary Harris, that last defender. Now we want to guard whoever's going after Derek White. Boom. Go set a pick for him there. And now Derek White gets a clearer shot. Not a great closeout. Not a great contest. But Derek White drains a big-time three. Now, in this game, he was 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, and played a vital role. Now, the Celtics also had 32 free throws attempted, and they hit 30 of them. So, hey, shout out to JB, shout out to Jayson Tatum getting to the line and definitely helping the Celtics win this game. All right, look at this play. Al Horford in the lane. He has 3 defenders on him. So whenever you have 3 guys or even 2 guys on you, kick out, right? Spray the ball back to the 3-point line. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope goes for the steal, which now gives Derek White a lane to the basket. Now watch this. Payton Pritchard's wide open. He's in a clear out. He needs to get back over there. So he's out, right? He's going back. Now as we're driving in, we realize one thing. We have a weak side defender here, and we got the strong side defender here. But Jayson Tatum is starting to leak out to that corner. Now, we need to manipulate this guy. Either get him out of the paint, or we need to kick it out to Jayson Tatum. So what does Derek White do? As he drives in, he fakes the pass. He gets the lone big man out of the paint, the lone shot blocker out of the paint, and then he gets inside leverage on the last guy. And then the finger roll to finish that thing. Absolutely perfect execution here by Derek White, who, again, was an X factor in this W, kind of initiating a little run to start this fourth quarter. And man, what a game he had in the crunch time. All right, another big time play. We're going to use what we like to call a flex screen. Now, what is a flex screen? Basically, or essentially, it's when you get a screen for a guy like Kristaps Porzingis who is rolling to the basket, and as we have a mismatch already here, the only thing that they can really do is switch that quickly, and we stack this opposite side, make it look like we're going to set a stagger away screen to the top of the key for Jaylen Brown. But the main thing we're looking at here is Kristaps with this mismatch down low. Boom, Derek White sets a great screen. We throw this, and it's wide open. Kristaps misses it, but should have gotten an and one on the second chance at look there. Wide open. Great job, and you're telling me this isn't a foul? Okay, someone did call a foul. And one there for Porzingis. I was about to say, I remember it being a foul, but I didn't see them call it, but it was this ref who called it down here. Beautiful job, and one there by Porzingis, and great execution by Derek White. Let's watch this one more time. Looks like it was a tie game, 91-91 at this point. Great screen, and then from there, it's all but over for that play, at least. And one, let's go. Now we got Jayson Tatum being Jayson Tatum. Now, the good thing about this Boston Celtics team is when they go out into this 5-out set, they're really tough to stop, because not only if you send that fire do they allow you to get a wide open 3 by Jaylen, but if you just double off anybody, whether it be Wendell Carter, Porzingis gets an open 3. If you double off the top side here, then Derek White gets a wide open 3. If you double from the weak side corner in KCP, then Al Horford will end up getting a wide open 3. So the majority of times, teams just have to live with the expectation that this Celtics team is going to get a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and Tatum takes it, draws a little bit of contact with the shoulder, and then step back, fade away mid-range. Beautiful, easy money. Again, look at him. He's going to draw the contact. Boom, knock him back off his feet for about a second, and then the fadeaway. Beautiful, low contest, nothing much there, and Jayson hits a good shot. Now, before we finish off this video, do me a big favor, guys. Hit that like button if you want more breakdowns for every single game, more film analysis. All you got to do is get this video up to 200 likes, and we'll even drop a part 2 tomorrow if you guys want to see it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And if you are a Celtic fan, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. We're going to be covering the Celtics all year this year, all year next year. And, yeah, we got you guys covered with a bunch of film analysis. And yeah, with that being said, let's kind of dive into the end of this game and how they're able to kind of get out of this situation. Now, after that shot, the Celtics just did a really good job getting to the free throw line, hitting their free throws, and then with about 2 minutes left to go in the game, it was pretty much over. Now, Magic did get a couple of buckets off that high pick and roll with Wendell Carter, applying all the pressure to Kristaps Porzingis, and Paolo just makes a really good tough basket, cuts it to 101 to 94, and then on the next opportunity, Paolo once again gets a layup to go, but now there's just not enough time left. There's only 42 seconds left to go in the game at that point, and when he gets that one, only 35 seconds left, and then at this point, the game's over. You're down by 9, 11 seconds left to go in the ball game. The Celtics secure this W by going on a late push, a late run, even though the Celtics didn't shoot the ball specifically well. For example, JB and Jayson Tatum combined, 3 of 13 from downtown. That is absolutely terrible, but for them to still be able to win this game defensively, force a lot of turnovers. I believe they forced 7 steals in this game. So again, a win is a win. You're up 3-1. You go back to Boston. You got to finish it off and get some rest, man, for sure. All right, we'll do a couple more plays that I like. This is just a give and go. As we're in transition, you notice Paolo starts to argue with the ref like, hey, that's a foul. You don't want to do that because now the offense, the Celtics, have a 5-on-4 fast break opportunity. We're going to give it over to Derek White. We're going to force them to pick up. You're going to see this guy start to pick up, and now you're just in a really bad situation because JB gets a free lane to the basket. We got to get our big man out of the paint. And here we go. Give, go, get it back, and then look at Al Horford kind of boxing out, walling off the interior, and JB comes in flying for a nice little dunk. Again, Celtics did a really good job in transition tonight, getting a lot of opportunities, a lot of fouls, a lot of free throw attempts in this game. And if you're able to get 32 free throw attempts in a game and hit 30 of them, you're having a great game, and your percentage of winning that game is super, super high. Get this, the Celtics only shot 38 times in this game, compared to the Magic, who shot 88. Statistically, you don't win those games. You don't win those games too often, but again, what saved them was those free throws. And then here's another isolation again. They spread out the floor. They make you either overcommit from that weak side corner, and if you don't, we're going to keep this isolation. If you do, we're going to find Al Horford for a 3. You're going to see Derek White kind of clear out Al Horford. We want this guy to double because if they do, they're going to give my boy Big Al a wide open opportunity. They don't double team, and JB says, all right, you're going to give me this mid-range. He takes it all day. Look how quick he is able to get up off this dribble, right? Drives into the lane, whoop, feels the arm contact. A lot of NBA refs will call that foul because he reaches in, JB manipulates it, hits the free throw line jumper, and basically we're able to win this game, but not cleanly. They need to be better going forward. I will not lie. So we'll see what happens next game. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully it's better, and hopefully we get some rest.